Hello, my friends, and welcome to our Friday reading video. I love Fridays. They're my favorite day. You should know that by now. It just means we've had an entire week to learn together, to work together, to hear what each other has to say. Everybody always has so amazing things to share with our class and with me. I just love hanging out with all of you adorable people. But Friday's also my favorite day because that means we are this close to the weekend and getting to spend some time with our families, just relaxing and doing the things we enjoy. So let's do some learning. Let's get some work done, and then let's get the weekend started. Let me switch to my screen. Okay, we're going to start out by talking about our soft C's and our soft G's that we've been working on all week long. So today we're going to work on the soft C and soft G. We're also going to work on listening for those rhyming words because we're still having a hard time sometimes finding words that rhyme, and that's okay. We're just going to keep practicing. Today we're going to work on our soft C's and our soft G's that are followed up by an E. But remember, when it is a C-E or a C-I, those are going to be our soft C's or the S sound. Say that with me. S. What letter does that sound like? S. You're right. It sounds like an S, and that's why soft C's can be tricky. How about a soft G? So G's, if they're followed by E or followed by I, they also make the J sound. What letter does that sound like? J. A J, you bet. Again, that's why we're practicing, because it can get a little tricky. All right, let's sound these out. Ready? Oh, is that going to be a long A or a short A? Remember, short A say ah, long A say A. A long A because of the E at the end of the word. So it's going to be A, S. Race. All together with me. Race. Good. Next one. It's going to be that long A again because of this E. So it's going to make that A sound. So let's sound it out. A, S. Pace. All together. Pace. Nice. Okay, last one. Long A because of the E. So let's sound it out. A, S. Face. All together. Face. Nice. Okay, so those are our long C's. Let's say the words quickly now. Race, pace, face. Do we hear how they all rhyme? Yep, they all end with ace. So they all end with that same ending sound. That's how we know they're rhyming words. Okay, let's work on our soft G's. Are you ready? So we know this is going to be a long A because of the E. We know it's going to be a soft G, the J, because of the E. So easy peasy. Let's go. Age. Age. Good. Now let's try this one. Page. 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 Last one. Oh, did you hear how I said the S and the T together? I smushed those together. So we don't say st. We know when we see an S and a T together, it's going to say age. Stage. All together, stage. Yes. Okay, let's say them all quickly so we can hear how these words rhyme. Are you ready? Age, page, stage. They all end with age. That's how we know they rhyme. Good job. Pat yourselves on the back for super awesome reading practice with me. All right, now we're going to practice these sight words one more time. Say it with me. Far, try, give, to. It is a far drive to go to Disneyland. I still want to go to Disneyland. I miss it. Please try to listen to your mother so you don't make them crazy. Listen to mom, always. Try. Give. please give your brother help cleaning up your room. Right? We always want to give our help. And last one, 2. You have too many toys. What? Is there such a thing? I don't think so. 2. All right, we're going to say them rapid fire together. One more time. Ready? Far. Try. Give. 2. Awesome, friends. All right. I have to say, I am so sorry. Mrs. Sae-Wong goofed. And I realized on Thursday, I forgot to give you this page. Whoops, wrong page. There we go. This page in Seesaw to read your soft C and your soft G words to me. Ay, ay, ay. Mrs. Sae-Wong makes mistakes, and I'm sorry, but I can fix it. So today, on Friday, we're going to read these soft C words in Seesaw. Let's sound them out together. It's important you say the words with me right now. So say it out loud so when you go to Seesaw, you can say it all by yourself. Some of you are amazing and you read them or you sound them out. Some of you are so lucky to have family that will help you read them, which is great too. But this time, I want you to read it all by yourself. I don't want family to tell you what the word is. I want you to sound it out as best you can, which is why right here, right now, you need to practice with me, okay? And if after we practice one time, if you're like, I still don't get it, hit rewind and practice again, okay? Sound it out with me. City. City. Good. Cents. This is like 2 pennies is 2 cents, okay? Space. The moon is in outer space. Brace. Please brace yourself so you don't fall. It means hold yourself. Okay? So one more time. City, cents, space, brace. Awesome. Now let's work on those soft G's. Are you ready? Giant. That castle was giant. Or the giant came and stomped on my house. Okay? Germ. We wash our hands until every last germ is gone. Page. Please open to your next blank page in your journal. And last one, stage. The singer performed her song on the stage. All right, let's say them together one more time. Ready? Giant, germ, page, stage. Awesome. Okay, this is going to be in Seesaw for you to read to me on Friday. Sorry it wasn't on there on Thursday. Mrs. Sae-Wong goofs sometimes. All right, now we are going to switch over to the other camera to talk about today's work. All right, so today we are going to be working on our Sight Words number 3 book, our reading log number 3 book, and our journal. So make sure you go grab those 3 books. My desk at home is always so much smaller than at school. There we go. 3 books, something to write with, and come back when you are ready. All right, if you're back with me, that means you have all 3 books and something to write with. Let's go ahead and start with our reading log. Today's our last day in our reading log for the week. It is a My Retelling reading log. So you are going to tell me the title of your story. So write that title. And then you're going to tell me what happened at the beginning, middle, and end of the story. All right? What happened at the beginning? What was that big exciting thing in the story? What was going on in the middle? And what happened at the end? Okay? We've talked about it every day this week. You only have to write 4 of the stories, but you should have read all 5 days. And then when you're all done, I know it's a couple days late, but we do have some adorable hearts to color in, a little bit of math. So you're going to do some subtraction. So 5 minus 3 equals 2. You're going to come up here and find your number 2 and color that section purple. Okay? Always having a little bit of coloring fun after we do some math and after we do some reading and writing. Okay? This is due today on Friday, so make sure that you have all 4 of your boxes filled in. But if you have any questions, let me know. I want to see what you've been reading, and I want you to tell me all about the stories. Okay? Next thing we're going to talk about sight words. Dun, 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 dun. I use my handy dandy paperclip to keep me organized. Hopefully you're doing the same thing. And we need to open up to the word find. Find the word find. Mrs. Sae-Wong's hilarious. All right. Give everybody just a second to turn to the word find. Okay, if you need more time, just hit pause. I'm going to keep moving forward. Everybody say it with me. Find. Good, let's read the sentence. Can you find my scissors? Okay, remember we're going to practice writing that word. It's important that we write it as we see it and say it. Writing it helps our brain remember it. I promise it's a real thing. That's why we do this. You're going to write it on the lines. Once you're done with that, you come down and find the word find. Hilarious. And then finally, you cut out the letters and you glue them in order and you read it to me. Can you find my scissors? And then draw me a picture. So go ahead and hit pause, work on the word find, and come back when you are ready. All right, if you're back with me, that tells me you're all done with find. So we're going to turn the page and we're going to work on the word long. Okay, so everybody, well, I'll give you a second. Sorry, Miss Sae-Wong's going too fast. Okay, if you need more time, just hit pause. Pause is your friend. Read this word with me, long. That is a long snake. Did you know Mrs. Sae-Wong has a snake? And we're going to learn all about reptiles, so snakes and lizards and all kinds of fun things later in the spring. And I will share my pet snake with you then. Really, she's long. She's longer than I am tall. She's huge. Her name is Rosie, and I can't wait. Okay, sorry, sidebar. But that's why we learn these words, so we can talk about how long something is, so that we know how big it is. Okay? Practice writing that word long. We write it on the lines. Write it one more time. Come through and find it. Cut it. Glue it. Draw it. Go ahead and hit pause, work on the word long, and come back when you're ready. All right. Moving right along. Now we are going to open up our journals to the next blank page. My pages are stuck together. There we go. Okay. Always, let's write our names. I'm going to write my name. You write your name. It's important that we practice these things because we have all watched Number Corner. We know today's date is 2-19-21. Okay, so we're going to work in our journal today after we read Technology Breakdown. So go ahead and put your pen or pencil or whatever you're writing with down for just a minute. But before we even talk about Technology Breakdown, I want to remind everybody what it means when we're talking about the setting of a story. So let me open up a story that we read, gosh, it seems like so long ago, but last week, where we were reading about all of the different people and professions who use technology. So people who draw cartoons, pilots, mechanics, firefighters, okay? These are all different people who use technology, but look, all of the stories are in different settings, meaning they're in different places. Whoops, sorry. So let's come back to the very first page here. Let's think about where these people are. What is the setting for the first picture? Oh my gosh, you all are right. It's a classroom. And how do we know it's a classroom? Well, We see the board up at the front of the room with information. We see kids sitting on the floor, raising their hands patiently. We see the teacher here showing us all of the awesome information. So we know the setting is in the classroom, and the things that tell us that are the board, the kids, and the teacher. Okay, let's flip to another page. Here, what is the setting of this picture? Well, who is this? This is a pilot. What is the pilot doing? She has a steering wheel, right? So we know the setting is in an airplane, and it's called the cockpit, where the pilot sits and flies the plane. And we know that because of the pilot and the steering wheel and all of the gauges. How about here? So we have people who are working on cars. So what's the setting? Right, it's the auto shop. It's a garage. It could be people working on their own cars at their homes. Is it inside or is it outside? It definitely looks inside, right? They look inside of a building. How about the next page? Here's our firefighters. What's the setting of our firefighters? Well, this firefighter, she's sitting inside of the truck. How do we know? Well, we see the steering wheel. We see the seat with the seat belt. What's the setting of this firefighter? Well, this is the 911 operator. It's inside. He's in an office, and we know that because of the computer monitors, because of the chair. We can see he's in the building. How about the setting of this picture? Well, these firefighters, they're fighting a fire, but are they inside or are they outside? They're outside, and we know that because we can see the outside of the buildings. We can see a little bit of sky here, and we can see the fire trucks. The fire trucks don't usually go inside anywhere, right? They have to stay outside on the road. So when we talk about setting, when we talk about how do we know the setting, that's how we look at the pictures and we pay attention to the things we see. So now what we're going to do is we're going to read Technology Breakdown. Then you in your journal are going to tell me the setting and how you know. So in your journal, grab your pen or your pencil. You're going to write setting. You're going to draw a line. And then you're going to say, how do you know? And you are going to tell me 3 things that tell us what the setting is. Okay? So you're going to tell me 1 way, 2 ways, and 3 ways. Okay, so remember that first picture of the classroom. Let me go back, because I know it helps to see the pictures while we're talking about it, so Mrs. Sae-Wong isn't making you crazy. Okay. Thanks for your patience while I get everything on one screen. Okay. So in this picture right here, the setting is the classroom. How do you know? Well, for one, the board with all the information, right? So we can say the board. 2, we can say the kids. And 3, we can say the teacher, or we can say the ABC mat on the floor. We can say inside. Those are all different ways that we know. We were talking about the firefighters. We can say, how about this picture right here? We can say the setting is outside. How do you know? Well, we can see the sky. We can see the buildings. And we can see the fire trucks. Okay, those are all things that tell us the setting is outside. All right, so now let's read Technology Breakdown one more time. Let me make my screen big again. And while I'm reading, I want you to think about what is the setting, where are they, and 3 ways that you can tell me that you know that. Okay. So setting is where they are and how do you know? Today, I am at work with Dad. Phones are ringing, email is dinging, and screens everywhere are bing, bing, binging. The noise in here is driving me mad. But for my dad, all that high-tech clatter does not matter. Let me try to get a little closer. There we go. He stays calm when things go wrong. He keeps things running all day long. Things break down here every day. I have to fix them right away. A worker cries, "Help me quick! My printer's on the blink. What can I do? I haven't got a clue." Dad looks and thinks and then he says, "I see that your printer's on the blink. I'll fix it quick. It's out of ink." Another worker cries, "Help me quick! My email's full. What can I do? I haven't got a clue." Dad looks and thinks and then he says, "Don't worry, I'll delete some for you. That is all you need to do." Another worker cries, "Help me quick! My video call's blurry. What can I do? I haven't got a clue." Dad looks and thinks and then he says, "It's blurry indeed. I'll have to boost your internet speed." Technology problems go all day long, but my dad always finds out what is wrong. The boss says, "Thank you, you're the best. Now go on home and get some rest." We leave the office to a setting sun. I say, "Thank you, Dad, that sure was fun. I can't believe all the work you've done." Awesome job, Dad. Okay, so we've read that story a few times now. I'm going to go through and I'm going to sit on each page for just a minute. And you're going to think about the setting. Where are they? Okay, so right here, right now, where are they? I'm not going to tell you, but you're going to take a minute to really think about it. Okay, once you think you know, now I want you to pay attention to the things that you see that tell us that's the setting. So now that you in your mind know what the setting is, what are the three things? And actually, everything on this page could tell us what the setting is. So I'm going to just stop here for just a minute, and I want you to think about, what do we see in this picture that might tell us where they are? What is the setting? Okay, you can always hit pause, but I'm going to kind of just keep flipping through slowly. Here are some different pictures. Is there anything different on this page that tells us about the setting? How about this page? And hit pause if you see a picture and you're like, "Oh, I want to write about that." And remember, everything that's in these pages, they're in the writing. So let's come on back. So if you wanted to write phones, the word phones is right here. If you want to write about technology, well, you have tech right here. If you want to write about the printer, the word printer is right here. Okay, so that's why we use the words in our story to help us spell. If there's something in here we want to talk about, but we're not quite sure how to spell it or what it's called, go back to the story. Okay, next page. Next one. Are there things on these pages that help us identify the setting? There sure are, but I'm not going to tell you. I want to see if your super smart brains are understanding what setting is. And last page. Anything on this page that tells us what the setting is? Where is the story happening? Okay. If you're like, oh man, Mrs. Sae-Wong, I don't have all three, just hit rewind, go back, take a look at the story again. But one more time so you know exactly what you're writing. You're going to tell me what the setting is. Where is the story taking place? And then how do you know? What are three things, three pictures, three sentences, whatever you want to use that help us identify how we know it's the setting? Okay, so remember when we said the setting was the classroom, we said we knew it because of the board, the kids, and the teacher. Okay, but you can say, is it inside or outside? Is it a building, an office, a school, a house? What is on this page that might tell us that answer? All right, this might be a little tricky and it might be a little hard. And that's not my goal. I don't want it to be hard for you, but I definitely want you to keep practicing settings, understanding where a story is happening, and using these pictures to help us tell the story. We've worked on illustrations this week. We've worked on rhyming words. We've worked on identifying words that we don't know. All the things. Now you're going to kind of show me if you're getting it, if you got it. If you're stuck and you're like, I have no idea, Mrs. Sae-Wong, let me know. We can talk about it, okay? This is a great question to bring to our 11 o'clock meeting. If you watch this video after our 11 o'clock meeting and you're still stuck, let me know. We can chat about it. All right, friends? But otherwise, that's it for today. Make sure you get everything turned into Seesaw so I can see your super awesome learning, so that I know you all are doing everything you need to at home to continue to get ready for second grade, because that's where we're at right now. We're learning all first grade things to get ready for second grade. Okay? If I don't hear from anybody with any questions, I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. And as always, reach out if you need me. I will see all of your adorable faces later. Bye, friends.